Ah yes, hello, welcome back. The Ricky Gervais Show, Season 3, Episode 4, Room 102. Now, the only thing that makes me think of is the movie. Is it Room 1402? The one with John Cusack. I'm working my way through names and stuff, and it's hard. But John Cusack, and where the room's like out to kill him or whatever, the hotel room. That's the only thing that comes to mind. That movie was cool though. But yeah, so I have no idea what they're gonna talk about. But this is one of my favorite shows, so let's just do. Boom. Hello. Hope you're fine. Hope you're well. Let's go.
I thought we could play Room 101. Room 101, of course, is taken from George Orwell's 1984. Mm-hmm. Room of all your fears and terrors. So,
is there a copyright issue here? Can we just steal this idea?
Well, yeah. Well, let's play Room 102.
Clever.
This is the room next door to Room 101, which is worse, in my opinion. So, Carl, these are things that really annoy you.
Slugs was in there.
Of course.
Slugs. So, then there's you have to put a case forward, and me and Steve decide whether slugs go in or whether they stay out, whether they've got a purpose.
It's just because I'm having a problem with slugs at the moment. There's a lot of slugs coming in the house.
Why?
Don't know. They can get where like water can't. You know what I mean? Because they're boneless, aren't they? So any little gap.
So is water boneless? There's not many bones in water.
Touch one.
No, that's what I said.
Why banish them all to Room 102, slugs? Because they're harmless, aren't they?
All I know is they're clogging up my piping. I had to go out and buy a plunger. I hadn't seen them since like comics when I was a kid. And I suddenly thought I need one of them things that I always saw in comics. I never thought I'd need one of them in my life. I've got slugs in my pipes. So I went out, £3 it was. I had no idea what the going rate is for a plunger. Gave it a bit of a plunge.
Naturally.
And I think it was slugs. All bits of black stuff came up. I think it was slugs in there, broken up slugs.
Well, hang on. That could just be black gunk, couldn't it?
No, it looked very sluggish. Because remember, I've had a problem with them anyway. I'll go to the toilet or whatever, look round, there's a slug climbing up the wall out of the shower basin thing.
Are you sure it's a slug?
Yeah, definitely slugs. I have to keep chucking them out because I don't like killing anything.
No.
At least.
I didn't want to kill the slugs with slug pellets. I bought some copper ribbon.
Right, they don't like going over that,
They don't
do they?
like that. They get a little shock
charge, yeah.
But
Never heard of that.
no,
ever.
that should be a warning. But instead, they're diverting. They've done a diversion. They've gone up the wall and across. Now it's like that's a warning. That's like having a no trespassing sign.
Yeah.
And they're just going bollocks to that. And they're getting in. And it's annoying me. And now you get to a point when you do say, well, if they carry on like this, I'll have to kill them because they're not...
They're not cooperating.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the purpose is. You just sit there still. I don't see them doing anything. I was looking at one close up.
But what do you want to do? Be reading Rousseau. What do you want a slug to do?
In the same way you see a bee collecting pollen, good, it's doing its little work.
But
it's carrying big leaves or whatever. But the slug's just sat in the
They're
middle
all
of the
doing the
kitchen.
same thing. They're all doing the same thing. That slug is out. It's eating. It's finding food.
There's no food in our kitchen for a slug, believe me. There's not enough there for me sometimes. But never mind a slug. There's nothing for it. Definitely not in the shower. What's he doing? So I told you ages ago about how they cause more problems than good. They eat cabbage.
Right.
I love that thing. I love that thing, and I love that it keeps showing up. The owl slug weird thing he created.
Cabbage.
Right.
When they shouldn't be. They get in letterboxes and nick stamps.
They don't nick stamps.
They eat the stamps. They like the glue on it.
Right. Is this a big problem, though? Is there an epidemic of slugs eating stamps?
But I think it is, and that's why they're so slow. I think they're sweating glue. Right? They're eating all them, and that's why they're sticking to stuff. Have you ever picked up a slug?
No, thank you.
Well sticky. They give off this glue. It's like all the glue they've eaten off stamps. They panic, and when they sweat glue.
Sweat! Think of a drug! A slug! What do you mean they sweat glue? You're making up nature.
It makes sense.
It's just a nonsense theory.
It's just what I've noticed on them.
Right, Rick, do you allow slugs in Room 102?
Well, I think we should, if they're going to be gone forever, then we should
But isn't it his room 102? So let him put whatever he
We
wants
should
in
put a
it.
case forward. They're amazing creatures.
Are
What
they?
do they do for the world?
They're food.
It's not good enough, that. It's not good enough.
What do you mean? Like that's the ultimate sacrifice. Surely them being food.
Just having problems with them at the moment. I've spent £3 on a plunger, and I don't like the idea that every time I get up in the night to go into the toilet or whatever, I've got to put the light on because I might have a bit of sluggage between my toes.
Sluggage, a little bit of sluggage between the toes.
Right, okay, so we need to move on. So you are not putting them in?
I'm not putting slugs in.
All right, slugs have not gone in. Carl, I'm afraid.
What's your next one?
Okay,
That
number
was
2,
literally,
slugs
that animation was it doing, but without the hand because it has no arms.
All right, slugs have not gone in, Carl, I'm afraid.
What's the next one?
Okay, number 2.
Carl wipes himself, obviously.
People who don't want to do what the brains would be better at doing.
Right, okay, no, I'll get around that sentence. Now, tell me again.
Brains that don't want to do what their owners are good at.
Ah, so now it's the
Their
brain's fault.
owners.
Can you just expand on that point, please, KP?
Do you know, like, people decide what they want to do,
Right.
don't they, for a living? But sometimes they're not good enough.
You mean they have a dream and they can't fulfill it because they haven't got the skill or...
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're not good for anything.
No.
It's just that they haven't unlocked the thing that they're good at. They want to go
Well,
at
of
it.
course.
They haven't
So, I
unlocked
mean,
the
so
achievement.
there's much bigger issues there that the poor working class people don't get the same opportunities. When you're worrying about whether you're going to live through the next few days, you don't start thinking, I wonder if I can play the cello.
Can I refer you back though, Rick? You made an interesting point there, but I fear that's not exactly what Carl was saying. I don't think that his point was quite that profound.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
He doesn't even know.
What Carl was saying. I
Go
don't
on.
think that his point was quite that profound.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something to do with the brain not allowing its owner.
Yeah, because that's the bit that annoys me. Fair enough if a brain hasn't decided what it wants to do, because you
What is this?
Let him finish.
God, this
'Cause it
thing
hasn't
about
finished.
the brain.
Shut up.
because it hasn't found its destiny type thing.
The brain
But
hasn't found its destiny.
when someone is good at something and they know
Sure.
the brain is good at something, but then they don't want to do it and they want to go off and do something else. Now they say in this country the problem is we haven't got enough tradesmen.
Right,
We don't have enough plumbers.
right.
There's enough plumbers' brains.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Shut up. Let
What
him
are you
please-
talking
Shut
about?
up. Let him please finish.
Because this is
brains-
like
let him
this
finish.
brains in the fuck that means.
Shut up. Let
What
him
are you
please-
talking
Shut
about?
up. Let him please finish.
Because
This is like beds and pillows again.
brains have not changed over the years. The brain is exactly the same.
Is
But it's
it?
the owner of the brain that's in charge. The brain could be going, I want to go for a walk. But if your body's too lazy to get up and go and see the stuff, the brain isn't going to get what it wants.
It doesn't make sense,
Imagine-
Carl.
all right,
You
imagine
are your
this.
brain.
All right, let's go to the extreme. People with no legs who want to be swimmers. Don't be stupid.
Oh God! Oh God! I'm so annoyed. Is this a big problem?
It's madness, isn't it? It's mad that the brain wants to do that so much. The brain's in the wrong body almost. Yeah. Are you in me?
No.
No.
A plumber who can plumb is annoying when he jacks it in as a living because there's other brains who can't do plumbing. They don't get their head round it.
This means I don't know what you're putting in room 102 because you're saying these. It's like this brain's wandering around
Who's
looking
the
for a
brain?
body, and it goes, "Oh, I'll choose that body." Hang on, this body doesn't even want to do some plumbing.
It's a
just-
matter of taste. It's just a
sometimes
matter of taste.
I'm not putting the brain in. It's just people. If I had a really good skill,
Do
I'd
you?
hope that I'd use it. Do
So
it.
people who don't
Besides
fulfill their
being unintentionally freaking hilarious. But it's just kind of innate skill-wise. Was he good at being like a sound tech or whatever he was before they found out he was freaking hilarious? Or I don't know. Oh, I saw him act as an extra in Extras. That he stole the show. So, okay.
their own potential. Is that a better
Sorry,
point?
what?
I'd hope that I'd use it. Do
So
it.
people who don't fulfill their own potential. Is that a better point?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
Who
of
am I
course,
talking to
same
now, Carl or
words.
his brain?
We're both listening.
Well, I will put in people who don't fulfill their full potential. Slugs
Alright.
are safe. What's your next thing to try and get in room 102?
It's a tricky one. This.
Go on.
It's people who think that humans are special. Do you know what I
But
mean?
you think that.
No, I don't. I don't think.
Yes,
humans are
you
special.
totally
I think
do.
Some of us are. Look
Same.
at it like this. You see, we think we're important because we just do. Well, I don't, but some do, and they're the ones.
The
who
little
want to get rid of.
eyes as he's working it out. Oh my god, the animation of basically putting on that little animated face, all the gestures so you can see that behind that little animated face are animated gears just turning. Look at this. This is wonderful. Look at it.
No, I don't. I don't
Brilliant.
think humans are special. I think some of us are. Look at it like this. You see, we think we're important because we just do. Well, I don't, but some do. And
Little eyes. Oh shit! I didn't hear him.
I don't, but some do. And they're the ones I want to get rid of.
Another argument with himself.
Now,
Right.
we think we're special. There might be something else going on that's more important. We're in this universe, aren't we?
Yeah.
They're
Are
trying
we?
to make a new universe.
What do you mean?
There's a machine somewhere.
What?
A big bang. They're making a big bang again.
Right.
A
well,
Big Bang
you've got that
machine?
completely wrong, but sure.
Yeah.
They're not trying to create a new world. They're trying to recreate the conditions that happened at the beginning of the Big Bang.
All right, but the
It's
world
completely
came.
different.
But the world came from the Big Bang.
They're trying to recreate the conditions so they can test and they can experiment to see
Dangerous.
the conditions before.
So why are they doing that? Who's allowed that? This is what annoys me. It's because humans think they're special. Oh, who made the Big Bang? Oh, I'd like my name on that. I want to claim it. Why do people always want to better someone else? It's happened. Let them have it.
Okay, right. Okay, Carl. You're in charge of the world now. You are this. You're all powerful. You're like a god. Okay. You can do anything. You go. You call all the scientists, and they go, "What do you want of us?" Oh, orange-headed one. What the fuck do you want of us? Right? What do you want them to do? Go. What do you say?
Well, I want to come in and... How long have they been working on the Big Bang idea?
Forget it. You've got every
No,
scientist.
but I don't just want to come in and poo-poo that, because they're going to... they've done a lot of research on
Well, hold
it.
on. You wanted to stop a minute ago.
Yeah, I know, but you don't just come in, guns are blazing. I'd say, hello,
You can do
everyone.
anything you want. Go on, then.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Carl, leader.
Right, listen, this Big Bang thing you've been doing...
Yeah, well, that's just only a few of us. That's like less than 1,000,000% of us. We're all here.
Yeah?
I've dropped AIDS research. I've dropped cancer research.
Right, well, why have you dropped that?
I'm working
Who's told
on
you
it.
to do that?
Well, no, we knocked off. They said you wanted to tell us something. We're all here. Every scientist in the world is here.
What research are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm looking at what happens if you give Feminax to an owl.
What happens?
Well, I'm halfway through it. I got called away.
Look, I'm really busy.
Well, what happens if you give...
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all just too much. It's too good. No. This is just too freaking beautiful. This is such a leap from season 1 to season 2. The anime just... Oh my god. The expressions and the subtleties and just all of it. It's too good. Oh my god. That thing! I love that thing. Did he ever give it a name? I can't remember that, but that thing is just glorious.
Give Feminax to an owl.
What's Feminax? I gotta Google that. Because not only do I not know what happens yet, because I didn't hear that part, I don't know what Feminax? I honestly, the first time he said that, I heard that, but it sounded like a feminine pad to me. Feminax. You know, for those days. Okay. Oh, basically, it's not a pad, but it's for relief from period pain. I wasn't that far. With that name, what are the options? But why the hell would you give Feminax to an owl? What?
Well, I'm looking at what happens if you give Feminax to an owl.
What happens?
Even the music stopped.
I got called away.
Look, I'm really busy. What do you want me to work on?
Who said they're doing cancer? Go back to work.
Cheers.
Right.
Okay, the rest of us doing stuff that you think we're fanning around with. What would you want us to
Listen,
do?
well, I can't do it all today.
What about me? I was doing AIDS.
Hang on a minute.
I was doing AIDS.
You just wait a minute.
Right, okay, why does cancer get to go back? Are you saying that cancer's a bigger problem than AIDS?
You go back to work.
So I get to go back. I'm doing... Oh,
Yes, by the way, I did realize that was Elton John. I mean, how could I not? But this is just awesome.
And can everybody but the Big Bang people leave?
That was just wow.
Tell you another problem.
I love the role playing. Every time there's role playing, he gets so into it. And it's so cute.
Tell you another problem that I've worked out. It might make a slight difference on fat people. Don't put a light in a fridge. Because that's just at night when they get peckish. They can see everything that's in there. Don't put the light there. You don't need a light in a fridge. There's no lights in other cupboards. Yet where there's food, it's like fatties getting up at 4 in the morning. What can it have? What's that at the back? Get rid of the light, they'd eat less.
There might be some logic in that.
That's interesting.
Well, what's it there for? Tell me what that light is there for.
It's so you can see what is inside the fridge. I haven't had a light in... Well, my mom technically hasn't had a light in her fridge for like the last 19 years. And let me tell you something. It does not stop anybody from eating. We just go with a flashlight if it's dark, turn on all the other lights. I mean, that's not stopping nobody. Sometimes if you don't make an effort to actually shine light on the contents of the fridge, you may grab the wrong thing. Sometimes things spill. You make a mess. It sucks. It's not recommended, and it's not a dietary thing. It does not help at all. So what? And I like how they're like, oh, good point. Nah.
There might be some logic in that.
No.
That's interesting.
No.
Well, what's it there for? Tell me what that light is there for. They say turn off your standby light, yet you've got a light in your fridge.
Well, no, it is
showing you
turned
where
off.
tomatoes is.
You know,
or
but it's turned off
chocolate.
when you shut the light's not on when the door's not open.
Yes, but a fat person who's always got the fridge door open.
Okay.
So what you're saying, in a way, is that the free market, capitalism being what it is, which has allowed companies, food manufacturers to make them more full of more salt, more fat, in order to attract you, in order to make more profits, is actually resulting in obesity.
I was in a cafe, right?
Is that what he said?
I
Really?
normally like to go in there, and I might have beans on toast,
Cheese on
cup
top.
of tea. I might have a bit of cheese.
Yeah, cheddar on top.
Only if they offer. I sometimes sort of think I shouldn't have it, so I'll only have it if they say, "Do you want cheese?"
Oh, okay.
And then it's down to their problem. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's kind of like they made me have that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sat in there. This little fella, I'd say he was from like Africa or something. Came in, had a little top hat on, suitcase, and red jeans. Dead happy he was. I think he just turned up to London. It's
I
his
thought
first day
red jeans was a millionaire thing. No, a well posh thingy.
out.
Okay.
Jeans.
He's
Dead
a
happy
he's
he
a
was.
he's a
I
well
think he
posh
just turned
dead
up
happy
to
guy.
London. It's his first day out, and he's probably thinking, I can't believe me luck. Look at the choice here. Anyway, the difference was...
All conjecture.
Yeah.
Is
All
it,
hypothesis.
yeah,
The
go on.
difference was, he went in and he said, have you got any porridge? He asked for 2 bowls for the price of 1. It was a little bit of a
kerfuffle.
Yeah, a little bit, because he couldn't understand why. You've got loads of porridge, give me 2 portions. But what I found interesting is, he didn't want to go for the donut or the pastry, because in his country they don't have it. So food where he's from is for what food is for, isn't it? Giving you energy.
Yeah.
Here it's not about that, is it?
No.
You go, oh, I'd love a little.
I like how they're
muffin.
eating anyway.
So I just found it interesting. That's all my point is, that he could have anything. He's come over here. He's in London. He's got loads of stuff on offer. Yet he still wanted his porridge.
Do you think that... Well, firstly, do you think perhaps he had travelled from the past in some kind of time machine? But secondly, do you think that now that he'll have his first taste of a donut...
Just made from
won't he, or-
bamboo.
But secondly, do you think that now that he'll have his first taste of a donut, won't he, or a pain au chocolat? Do you think you'll get the taste of it next time you see him?
Well, maybe that's how it
let those
works, isn't it? I mean,
trousers out.
why do I like?
Next time when they go, hello, usual.
No, chef the porridge. I want a donut.
That's what happens, isn't it? It's all about a mixture. You need a mixture in your body. You need to have, like I've said to you before, I get an urge for things that I don't even know about. Do you know what I mean?
What, like
No.
Anything. The one that always surprises me are plums. Because I shouldn't get an urge for plums. I don't like them enough, but if I pass them in a supermarket, I go, I want them for a bit. Yeah, I think you need that. And I go mad. I'll eat a full packet in a day. I'll eat like 6 and get bellyache and that. And I know I shouldn't overdo it with them. But it's just like, my body...
god! These are the details I'm talking about. Look at this, people. It's too freaking good.
Bellyache and that, and I know I shouldn't
The
overdo
little
it with
sound
him,
it made
but
and
it's
everything.
just like my body,
He's a creature, isn't he?
my body just calls out for stuff.
It doesn't, Carl.
No, he feels
Mine
that way
does,
because
all
I
the
wouldn't
time.
normally buy them. My favourite fruit, I like an apple, love a banana. I've got into blackberries.
Yeah.
Quite expensive, but a bit of a treat. I think there's plenty of fruit out there. Bananas, apples, oranges. We've got plenty of fruit. They can't get rid of fruit quick enough. There's loads of stuff with fruit in now. Shower gel with kiwi in it. I'm telling you, they can't get rid of it because it's too much. So they just go, what can we do with all this stuff? We'll stick it in there. Orange juice. I had orange juice sort of cordial.
Yeah.
Tastes a bit weird, isn't it? Orange. Sneaked a bit of pineapple in. Orange and pineapple.
Yum.
They can't get rid of the stuff.
I'm a big fan of the Satsuma. Easy to peel. What I don't like is the big oranges. You have to peel them. You get it on your, you
They're the
know.
ones I eat when I'm in the bath. Just
So you just dunk under the water afterwards
it's
and
a
you're
bit of a
clean
treat.
again.
If I'm going to have a bath,
Yeah.
then that's what you
Don't
do.
eat that.
So it's two
Blech.
treats. It's an orange and a bath. I mean, that's amazing. That's an amazing thing to look forward to. Don't you think you've blown that for when you're old, when you're 74, and they go, I'll tell you what, Carl, lovely treats, a bath and an orange. Done it. I did it when I was 36.
Wow.
So, have you heard Desert Island Discs?
Yeah.
Good, let's do that.
Is it normal for people to eat in the bath? Because I hear it all the time. I've heard it on several shows now and several things and several people talking about it. Is it? I wouldn't. I just wouldn't eat in the... Also, aren't you supposed to wait an hour? But isn't it gross? No. And I'm not. I'm not making words. I'm not saying things or doing nothing. But I don't know. That would just roast me out. Even if it's the tiniest drop or crumb of anything, it will roast me out. Wet food is freaking disgusting. When you're washing dishes and then you have that little clump of wet food in the drain that it's just clogging everything, and you gotta touch it. No, it's awful. I don't know what it is, but wet food. Food isn't supposed to be wet unless it's supposed to be wet. So wet food, even if it's food that's supposed to be wet, like pasta, if it's in the sink, it's gross for some reason. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm aware.
Right, forget the 8 records. We
Well, hang
can't
on,
play them
for-
anyway. We can't play.
What records?
Yeah.
What?
So, have you heard Desert Island Discs?
Ah.
Good, let's do that. Right, forget the 8 records. We
Well, hang
can't
on,
play them
for-
anyway. We can't play them anyway.
I know, but for people in other countries, they may not be familiar with Desert Island Discs.
Oh, it's a program. It's a real national institution here. They get, you know, prime ministers and leaders of men and really eminent people to go on, and you talk about your life and you choose your 8 favourite tunes. You take a luxury item and you're allowed to take any book. I did it.
It's amazing that I recognized all of them except who's
and
this
you
guy?
choose your 8 favourite tunes.
Is this Clive Warren or Warren Clive or whatever? Is that him? Is that?
You take a luxury item and you're allowed to take any book. I did it, and I took a book. I think a tabletop book of art.
Why would you take that?
Oh, you can't take anything that's useful. It's just, you know, it's and your luxury item. You can't. I took a vat of Novocaine. I thought if I get toothache, I'm sipping on that till I die. If I'm stuck here with nothing to do, I've got 8 records. I'm
I
gonna
thought
be sick
he
of
said
them.
nothing
That's the
useful.
thing.
I'm looking at art. At least I'm looking at something, you know.
You'll get sick
What
of that
book would
too.
you take, Carl?
Well, I wouldn't take an art book anyway. I know that.
Right, okay. So come on
You're
in.
gonna get
One
sick
book.
of it. You're gonna get sick of.
Right, one book. You can't get sick of art either.
You
Okay.
can. You can. You can have a brilliant picture on your wall, but eventually, remember what I've said to you. Your eyes get bored of anything.
I don't remember him saying
Sure.
that. I think I blanked out. I think he came in one ear, straight out the other.
That's why relationships break up, isn't it? Because the eyes get sick of
No.
looking at that other person, and you go, "My eyes want to change."
That
That's
is
what it's
not
all
it.
about.
My eyes want to change. Okay, come
Sorry,
on,
love.
Fucking hell, choose a book to
I'd probably
take.
take a dictionary or something
Oh,
like that.
that's ridiculous.
Why?
I don't know how I knew he was going to say that. Okay, I do know how he was going to say that because I was going to say the same thing. But as a joke answer, kind of, sort of. Because that's like the one book that if I take, it doesn't matter how many years I'm there, I'm going to forget the words. I mean, it's just part of who I am to forget stuff. So there's always going to be something new in it for me. But if it's a story, I'm going to remember it word for word. God. Oh no, I'm just like Carl.
Take a dictionary.
Just because I'm not that good with words.
But what do you want words for? You're not talking to anyone anymore. You don't have to worry about the vocabulary. You have to worry about... Oh,
But there'll be a lot
Beatles
of talking to yourself, probably. It'd be nice to sort of
Oh, so
interest
you're
me.
going to bring yourself up on your grammar, are they? You're talking to yourself and you go, oh, Carl, you're an idiot. You don't say it like that.
Well, if you've got to
swear,
talk to
dude.
yourself, it'd be nice to have
Why are you
someone...
talking to yourself, you maniac?
Because there's no one else about.
Yeah, but you don't open your mouth and actually verbally talk in order to
But
talk.
also, what does it matter if you've got a dictionary or not? Who's arguing with who?
Because sometimes I feel frustrated when I can't get my point across.
But it's just
Aw.
you.
Exactly,
already
that's
know your
more
point.
annoying.
So-
Look how
so-
you're getting annoyed now. You're annoyed with me because I can't explain what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't
Aw.
want to be annoying myself.
You'd be annoying
But you'll already understand your point. You don't need to vocalise
Well,
it.
sometimes I think through what I'm saying. And I
Yeah.
think, does that make sense? And sometimes I'll go, no, it doesn't. And I'll go, why is that? And then you're working it out in your head. Now, if I've got a better vocab, I'll have a good little chat.
I'm 1,000,000% on him with this. On him? With him on this. I said that weird. But maybe not for the same reason. But I would take a dictionary. And I know I can't prove I was gonna say that, but I totally was.
With yourself.
If you're not keeping yourself interested in anything, your brain's going to turn to mush. Now,
I know how you feel.
I'm teaching my brain stuff, keeping it active. The only thing you've got on that island is your imagination and your thoughts. Now, if you can make those imaginations and thoughts better, which you do with language, you're going to have a better time, aren't you?
Well, no,
because
if
you
you've
don't-
had the thought, you've had the thought. You don't go, hold on, I'd have a thought here, but I can't think of the word.
You don't think in language in that same way, do you? Really, you think more conceptually.
When someone came up,
See,
oh,
they're
guess what?
different.
I've just
See, they're different. They process stuff differently. I told you.
found the cure for. Oh, I can't think of the word. What?
it, I won't
I
make
just
shit
worked
anymore.
out the cure for. I can't think of the word. Let's look it up. What is it? Cancer.
No, but just to think, language is a powerful thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he's run out of words.
You see, this is what I'm saying. It's sometimes difficult for me to get my point across with what I mean.
Yeah, but that's fair enough if you're communicating, say, in this environment, and it's. Dare I say it, perhaps a shame that you didn't read a dictionary before we started doing the broadcasting. But anyway, you've waited till you're on a desert island with no fucker around.
Well, no. Well, I think by then, by the time you get shipwrecked, there would probably be a few more entries to the dictionary. Grippage, foodage, rummaging, replenishing.
So what? All words are made up. Orange. One day someone went, what?
He's got a head.
He's got a head like
He's
something.
got a
and I
head
don't
of
even think
what?
it
He's
is.
got a head like a fucking what?
I don't even know what.
He's got a head like a fucking what?
And the other thing is, say if I am captured.
By who?
Yeah, what?
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 By a boat, that's passive.
That's not captured, that's rescued! Hopefully, right? It could be captured. You never know. I've seen movies.
All right, saved then, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go again, you see. I went for captured instead of saved.
He's just proving his point
Talking
non-stop.
to anyone, Carl, in your head, it didn't matter. You knew what you meant. When you sat there on that desert island, you thought, oh, if I'm captured by a boat. They didn't come over and go, hi, Carl, we've come to save you. You wouldn't go, well, no, I don't want saving, I want capturing. I go, right, sorry, wait for the next boat. It didn't matter. You knew what you meant. You'd go, help, and you'd get on the boat.
Do you think in words that you don't use? You've only got yourself for company.
Yes, but you
if you
don't-
bore yourself, what's the point? What is the point,
But
seriously?
how are you going to... What, so you think you're going to read that dictionary and you're going to be better company? Because you're going to be impressing yourself with longer words. You're going to go...
If a boat passes and they go, there's a fella over there on that island, let's go and get him. Now, the way I am at the moment, they'd go, you all right? And I'd go, you what? And they go, oh, don't stop. Where?
Imagine that!
Whereas if I sort of say something with a big word that I can't think of right now, they'll go, oh, who's that? He sounds like he knows his stuff.
Yoo-hoo! Anti-disestablishmentarianism!
Get him on this boat now.
We must have that wit!
All right, you get...
Come through.
But then I'm on the news and they go, oh, Carl, what was it like on the island? And I can start saying stuff. I can't...
It was scramfarious.
No, but then I think it makes it more interesting, whereas at this moment in time, I'd struggle telling them what it's like.
I like the idea of you trying to educate and
I
better
love
yourself.
the idea.
But do it now.
But there's so many other books. If I'm stuck with one...
Okay, the dictionary. You've got a dictionary. What's
Fine.
your luxury item? What's your luxury item? Quick. Let's get off this island. Come on.
What did you take for your luxury?
A vat of
Oh,
Novocaine.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some Revels, a big sort of bag.
Big bag of Revels.
A big bag of Revels.
Just for variety.
Well, there's no variety particularly in Revels. They're all
Joking,
chocolate, aren't
aren't
they?
No, all different. You've got orange ones, you've got coffee, caramel, Malteser. I mean, taking Novocaine isn't great, is it? If you don't get toothache, you'll be going, why don't they bring Revels?
But if you bring too many Revels, you're going to need the Novocaine. Oh, God. This was wonderful. This was just really beautiful. Oh, man. Just... wow. I'm so glad people don't ask me why I have the thoughts I have. I have no need to elaborate or explain why I think the things I think. See, because I have a lot of things in common, but nobody asks me. I don't look a fool as much. Granted, I do share with you guys. Oh, I thought the same thing. And I probably shouldn't. But still, dude, dictionary is an awesome choice. I could read the dictionary every day for years and still it'll be new. I'll still find new words. To me, anyway. But, that was awesome. I kind of wish I had a very fancy word to describe this, but I don't, so it was good. Oh, man. I think this is one of my favorite ones so far. This was really, really fun. I was very, very much entertained, so there you go. Awesome. Also, I was looking through this episode, and the first one I found from the same uploader didn't have volume. I don't know. It was weird. It didn't have any audio. I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad this one had audio all throughout because I was kind of afraid it was going to cut out at some point randomly. Just cuz. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are just helping me through life, and I'm loving it. So there you go. Whatever you have to do, guys, have a delightful one. And I'll see y'all very soon. Toodles.